For you. Uh, Recently, I'm not feeling inspired. I have no idea what kind of videos that I want to make. I'm actually in a dilemma. I'm a little bit of anxious about it because, for one thing, a lot of people call me English teacher, but I don't think I am. I think I'm an English learner or English lover. If you happen to love English, and there are a lot of things that we can talk about, right? But I don't think I'm an English teacher who can teach you something, who can stay above you. I'm not thinking about that. I happen to be an English lover as well, so if you love English and I love English, we can talk so much about it. That's all. And the second reason is that a lot of videos that I made previously are not really what I want, right? Because I actually want to make videos in English, but I really want to get more viewers or get more likes and comments, so that's why I switched back to Chinese, which is not what I want. So after reconsidering about this question, I decided to make videos in English. So basically, from this video on, every video they're gonna say in my channel will be in English. And hope you guys enjoy, because that's what I truly want to do. I want to share what I know about English with you guys. There was a time when I was extremely in pursuit of traffic and viewers. Once in a while, I just took my phone and started to scroll through social media platforms to check my statistics, which was totally mental draining and time consuming. This is why I want to make a change. This is why I want to switch a mode, because I want to block out distractions coming out of my social media platforms. I want to spend the majority of my time focusing on what matters for me right now. I want to practice spoken English on a daily basis. I want to learn Japanese as well, hoping one day I can speak Japanese fluently and being able to travel to Japan. Those things are really what I want to do right now. I don't want to be bothered by statistics, and I think it's actually the source of anxiety and burnout. So that's why I changed my style of video. Hope you guys enjoy this style, because this is actually what I really want to do. So basically, in this video, we're going to talk about everything in English. And today, in this video, we're going to talk about vocabulary. If you're born and raised in China, and if you pass through college entrance examination, I bet most of you guys have memorized vocabulary, because a lot of people said that vocabulary is actually the foundation for English, right? And I don't know what kind of approaches that you guys have used, but for me personally, I tried to write my vocabulary down in the paper. I tried to memorize vocabulary in the alphabetical order. I tried a lot of different approaches, especially when you're in high school. Vocabulary memorization seems to be irreplaceable. But if you ever watched my videos, if you have ever known me, you understand that my goal is always to achieve fluency in English. I always want to be able to speak English fluently and proficiently when I was a child. And when I was in high school, I was kind of bombarded with the information that vocabulary was the most important thing. And I just follow what they did, because I was terrible back then. I really had no idea what I should do. So I just do what they did, right?
And I remember when I was in high school, our school organized an event. They invited four Americans coming to our school, giving us a lecture about their personal life in America.
Actually, I had no idea why school organized such an event for us. That was actually my first time to see Americans in person, which was awesome. But I didn't work up my courage to say hi to them or to ask questions with them, because at that time my English was terrible. I was afraid of making mistakes. I was afraid that my English was not good enough, right? So I just saw them, giving us classes. But as a matter of fact, I didn't understand any of it. So that's all about the class. But the class was actually not the part that captivated me so much. What really interested me was the conversation part. Basically, four Americans came into our school. Our English teacher was the one who was able to take care of them, right? Because she's the only one who are able to speak English. So she's in charge of here in terms of making conversations with Americans. But something really embarrassing happened, because our English teacher was trying so hard to communicate with Americans, and some of them understand a little bit Chinese and reply to my English teacher with 听不懂, I can understand you, which was so awkward. Because, I definitely think our English teacher is awesome. She is able to teach us, grammar, vocabulary, sentence structures, and everything. But that was actually my first time to realize that vocabulary and grammar don't lead you to fluency in English. Because if you want to talk about vocabulary, if you want to talk about grammar, my high school English teacher understands everything about it, right? She's probably one of the English learners that I've ever seen in my life who's in great command of English. If you ask her questions about grammar, she can tell you everything about it, and she can give you a lot of examples. Like, she's awesome in terms of grammar and sentence structure. But when it comes to spoken English, probably grammar and sentence structure and vocabulary don't help that much. That's actually the first perception that I have from that experience. You know, in real life, I come across a lot of people, and most of them feel stuck at memorizing vocabulary and grammar, and most of them want to achieve fluency in English, but they just can't. It seems like they feel stuck at that stage for like forever. What seems to be the problem? The problem is perception. The problem is that if you rely way too much on vocabulary and grammar, it's going to be really difficult for you to achieve fluency in English. So basically, when I was in high school, I had that perception, which is memorizing vocabulary doesn't lead to fluency in English. But when I was in university, I actually took a lot of detours. I still made a lot of mistakes. And if you're really interested in what kind of mistakes that I made, stay tuned. We're going to talk about this in my upcoming video. So that's all about today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm thinking so much to make that kind of video. And if you want to know anything, please leave that in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time.